Hi everybody, Miss G here. So obviously this week is Mental Health Week, and the theme that we talked about last week was all about being kind. And before we get on to that, what I want to do is I want to just talk to you all about what Mental Health Week's all about. So mental health is really thinking about how you're feeling and the emotions that we feel and how we deal with them, because we all know that we can't be happy all of the time. It's impossible. Okay, and for you to realize that if you feel sad, angry, worried, scared, really happy, that's fine. Okay, we need to be feeling all these different feelings, but the most important thing is, what do we do when we feel quite overwhelmed and we just feel like we can't deal with it anymore, and we get quite upset and we get really annoyed? What I want to do is show you something that my mum used to talk to me, my Kate, about, and it's this, something really simple just for you to picture in your mind, and how easy it is to make you know that you can solve your own problems. Okay, so imagine you are this bottle of water, okay, and inside, so you're a bottle, and inside we've got some juice, so it's easy to see, but inside this juice is your feelings, your emotions, your worries, everything's in there. And as you can see on this bottle, it's quite full. So if this was my bottle, if this was me, and these were all of my worries and feelings, you would be able to see that actually I'm getting quite full. I'm getting quite up to the top where I'm really struggling, okay, and I'm just thinking, oh, I can't deal with it anymore. People are asking me for this, people want me to do that. I'm worrying about this, I'm worrying about that. I feel so scared, I feel lonely, all those different feelings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to do something that is going to change everything. Okay, it's going to really help. It's helped me so much throughout the years. Now, I'm going to imagine that this glass, okay, is somebody in my family that I love, that I trust. So right now I want you to imagine who's your glass going to be. It could be mum, dad, grandma, granddad, could be an auntie, uncle, could be your best friend, anybody that you trust. And what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to take my worries and my feelings and I'm going to talk to somebody about them, and straight away it's gone down and I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I could talk to them again. And the main part of this is, if you don't talk to somebody about how you're feeling, you can only take so much before you just explode. You might shout at somebody, you might say something that you regret, you might, might not be very kind to somebody. So that's so important that you talk to somebody about how you're feeling, because the best thing is, sometimes just knowing that somebody else knows how you feel can make the world a difference. But also that person might be able to talk to you about, well, what about doing this? How about doing this? You could try this. They might give you some advice on how to deal with it. And also, just because my bottle is getting empty doesn't mean that those problems have gone, they're finished, I can forget about them. It just means I don't have to deal with them all by myself. And sometimes that person knowing can make you feel, that you're not alone anymore, and you've got a weight lifted, you're not completely worried all the time, and somebody knows how you're feeling. And as I say, if you maybe ask your friends, tell your family, could be brothers and sisters, they might tell you what they're doing to make them feel better and give you some ideas. Okay, but it is so important, everybody, that you talk to people. Okay, make sure it's obviously an adult that you know. I might want to give grandma or anybody a ring, just please talk about how you're feeling. Okay, it's so important. And just imagine you can't deal with everything by yourself, because as we know, it'll overflow. Okay, and we don't want to, hurt anybody because of how we're feeling. Now, thinking about that, that's going to lead us on to being kind, because as we know, we're not mind readers. We don't know how everybody's feeling all of the time. So you might see somebody, they're laughing, you know, they always seem to be really funny and full of life, but really we don't know if they're actually sad deep down. You know, they might just be pretending because they don't want anybody to know. So if you go up to them and you show how much that you're thinking of them, and you do something that's really kind, you're going to change their day around completely. Okay, you're going to make them realise that they're not alone, that they have got people who care about them, and that might make them feel a little bit better about how they're feeling. So I hope that we've all been thinking about some acts of kindness. Now, I had an idea that I'm going to write on a piece of paper each day of the week. So I'm going to write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for this week. And what I'm going to do is, in each day of the week, I'm going to write down a little act of kindness. So I thought that today I'm going to make tea for my mum and dad. I thought that might be a really nice act of kindness. So that's my Monday done. And then for Tuesday, what I thought was, I might just help around the house a little bit more. You know, I might do some hoovering and dusting, something that my mum doesn't like to do, but she does it. So I know it's not a favourite thing to do, so I think I might do some hoovering and dusting for it tomorrow. And there's so many different things that you can think of. Now, I really want you to think about this. Your acts of kindness don't have to cost any money at all. Some of the best acts of kindness are free. So it could be giving somebody a smile, you know, when you walk down the street, or if you're playing in the yard, give somebody a smile, say good morning. Okay, you're just showing that you're thinking about other people. It could be something that you could do in the house. I mean, how many people are helping? I mean, how many people's rooms are tidy at the moment? I'm not thinking very many. Okay, so tidy up your room. Help with the washing up at the end of the meal. If you've got brothers and sisters, you might be really thinking about playing, you know, and sharing with them and just being kind to each other. So there's so many different things that you could do. You might want to draw pictures. You might want to write a journal, like a diary. You might want to take a little picture. What I thought you could do is, if you had an empty jar of jam, or a little empty packet of butter, or empty cereal box, anything like that that you've been used up, if you wash them out, what you could do is you could keep a little box of all the acts of kindness that you've done. Now, I don't know about you, but we have loads of letters that come through the post, and I've just been ripping up the envelopes, and I'm using the envelopes as paper because I haven't got enough paper in the house. And you could actually write on a little act of kindness that you've done, and when you've done it, pop it in your little box, or in your cereal box, or in your jar, and it's done. Because what I want you to do is, I really want to see all these acts of kindness when we go back to school. It would be so great to see what everybody's been doing, and I'm sure everybody's come up with some really good ideas. Okay, so big important things, acts of kindness. Think about what you're going to do for other people, how you're going to make them smile, because I can guarantee you, when you see them smile and you make them feel happy, it's going to really make you feel great as well. Okay, and also remember, share your problems, share how you're feeling, talk to somebody that you trust, that you know. Okay, it's going to really, really help you. Don't keep it all bottled up inside, because it's not healthy and it's not good. Okay, and it won't solve it. Okay, so talk to somebody and share how you're feeling, and know that you can't be happy all the time, and however you're feeling is absolutely fine. Okay, so be safe, be kind, look after yourself, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye everybody. Toodaloo, bye.